happening, fellow fantasy GMs? I am JJ Wang. He is the bearded one, DJ Dub. And with our powers combined, we are the Fantasy Couriers.
Here we are in February, the dead zone. Daytona was over. Someone wins with what, a third of a lap to go.
It was Michael Jordan's
And
guy.
Now we're in. Mike, hey, double sports there, and then I'm getting excited for baseball. I was telling you before, I'm trying to get tickets to take my boy to go see my Cleveland Guardians. Man, do I hate life? I'm a Guardians fan and a Dolphin.
You're going to watch a baseball game. I mean,
well, baseball in person, it's my daughter likes it a lot.
I don't like it one bit. I think it's the most boring thing ever.
Have you been to a hockey game? I'm gonna make people mad.
Yeah, I mean, no, I've never been to a hockey.
You're a soccer guy, though, so I don't understand.
I agree. Soccer can be boring. I'm not arguing that, but at least there's constant movement with the ball. It's back and forth. People are moving on the field. They're running. They got to catch the ball, pass the ball. I mean, it's constant movement. Baseball, there's just constant standing around. It's not fun. That's my opinion. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's one of the things I got older. But as I got older, I loved it a lot more. But it's only my team. The other team.
I can understand going to a baseball game and relaxing, sure. But especially in the middle of summer.
Oh no, I love it. It's exciting. The whole thing. I'm just like on the edge of my seat. Oh yeah. Good thing is it's a football show. Everybody else is like,
well, if it was a baseball show, I wouldn't be doing. I wouldn't be sitting here.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I could pull off a baseball show. I was debating fantasy baseball. We haven't done that for a long time, so it's a fun thing. But this is football. Let's get into football stuff about that. But yeah, I saw a funny joke, and it'll lead into what we're doing today. We're going to talk about quarterbacks. So we're going to take the next 4 weeks, everybody. We're talking about just the 4 positions. The last week we'll add some more stuff because there's not a lot with tight end to be said. But we're going to look at who should we be excited for? What should we do with some guys? Are there buy low guys? And where we're moving forward with the rookies, where we go with them at this point. We're just going to do that for the next month which will lead us right into NFL free agency, which will then lead us into like a month of where's these guys going to go? And then all of a sudden they're on a team. But the funny story is I was Fast Draft, who I've been plugging for a while. Check it out, Fast Draft app. Use code Couriers. We get hooked up. Hook us up. Come on, guys. But they were saying that a lot of people have been drafting the quarterback from Ole Miss before he officially was able to go back to school next year. So they said like 70%.
And Lord knows how many times he's going to be able to go back. So you're going to have to just wait on that guy a little bit. He might be able to petition to come back again next year. Who knows?
Well, he's going to be like 77, I think, this season.
Let him play caution as long as they want. It don't hurt my feelings.
And he'll make more money too, so he might as well do it. He doesn't get the insurance, but he makes more money. Well, that was kind of funny as we're heading into the week
not
here.
True.
But,
I don't think they should be playing college that long. I think that's totally not my true assessment.
Yeah, I think once that we get past these guys, these are the COVID guys that took the year or the 2 off because they didn't play or something like that. Like I think I don't know why. 4 years, maybe they'll give that 5th year exemption, but I think that should be like I
think 5 years. I think 5 years, and then you should have to be. Then you should have to be done. Because if you get injured,
but the 5 years should include a register. Like you go 5 years, you're registered, not your 5 year start.
Yeah, I mean, if you get hurt one season, I feel like you should be able to make that season up. But what if you get hurt?
That's cool.
What if you get hurt 2 seasons? Should you be able to make both of those seasons up? What if you're hurt all 4 seasons?
Then you're an accountant, so it doesn't matter.
So I mean, how many seasons are you allowed to make up? So I mean, it gets kind of sketchy.
I think you give one. It's kind of like what I do in some of my dynasty leagues. We have a taxi squad, and you can only do it for 1 year. So same kind of you can't redshirt 4 years.
Yeah, maybe you should be able to.
So yeah, this week's the quarterback show. And I want to open up with a question. It's a guy. It's been on my mind. I have a team that's both these guys actually. And I'm curious who you would prefer, assuming they get new landing spots or looking term. Because this show really is a dynasty version of the show. For the next couple of months is dynasty. And if you don't do dynasty, go do a startup dynasty draft. Dynasty is the greatest thing you'll do. We talked about it last week. Go check out the reel that was shared with JJ Wang that was loved by everybody. Go check out our last couple podcasts and listen to us for the next couple months. That's all we talk about because we love it. But looking into next year, maybe even the future, Malik Willis and Mac Jones. You got Mac Jones, who's under contract with the 49ers, but all signs point to them. They're not stupid. They're going to get some picks for him. So they're going to trade Mac Jones. Malik Willis is going to be making more money than he really should to go to the next team. what's your confidence on those two guys next year? Like, how do you? I didn't want to throw them into the conversation because really we don't know. But
Well, I'm not really confident in either one of them. I mean, I think there's a bigger chance that they're bad than they're good. But if I was to take a risk on somebody, I'd probably go Malik Willis just because I like Malik Willis better. I like Malik Willis, but
I did. I
Like
thought for
Mac Jones
sure.
is fine. I mean, he's going to come from Kyle Shanahan. I mean, it depends on where he goes. I guess it's like that. I mean, it goes to that kind of philosophy, but Mac Jones just doesn't excite me, and I don't want to really start. If I go into the season with having to start one of these guys as my second QB, I'm not. I'm going to feel very bad about myself. So I mean, as a third QB, who do I who do I want? I'd probably say Malik Willis because I'm more excited. I like you more, right?
I mean, Mac Jones's first year. What were they? Did he
Oh, he
win
played
12
fine. He had a
games?
good first year,
Something
sure,
3,800 yards, 22. Last
sure.
year, the dude had his statistically per se on average, he was better than his first year. His yards per attempt was 7.4, 7.3 his first year. He 13 to 6 interception to touchdown interception was about the same. But yeah, but he didn't ran about. He's almost exactly but growing up better. Like I was shocked. I thought you'd say Mac Jones so I could talk about Malik Willis because I love
No,
Malik Willis, but
I'm not a fan of Mac Jones. So, I mean, I don't really want Mac Jones on my team. I got
yeah, I thought the Sam Darnold effect. What about the Kyle
no,
Shanahan Sam Darnold effect? Doesn't that
no,
make
it doesn't
you
because
wonder?
I've always liked Sam Darnold. I mean, Sam Darnold's always held a place in my heart. I mean, Mac Jones is I don't never really cared about Mac Jones. I liked Malik Willis at one point. I mean, I enjoyed watching him in college. I hoped he succeeded in NFL. I mean, he could run, so I mean, he could turn into Justin Fields. But I mean,
That's like the new
yeah,
comp of the bad Michael
yeah,
Vick. Justin Fields, bad
yeah.
Michael
I
Vick.
mean, honestly, I
That's
mean,
pretty much it.
what if he has a career like Justin Fields? I mean, would it surprise me? Absolutely not.
He's rich.
I
That's
mean,
all that matters.
yeah, I mean, give him an opportunity, see where it goes.
Oh, and a fun fact that I started watching. I didn't realize it on BET. There's a show about Michael Vick at Norfolk State, so I'm going to
Yeah.
start. I'm going to
Well, is he
watch
like
that.
a
They
coach? He's the
did some
coach,
episodes
right?
of him. He's the
Yeah.
coach down there. Yeah, so I'm going to check that out. Wow, there's some big snowflakes here in Virginia right now. So yeah, I don't know where to think. Like I want to say the pocket passer is safer, and he looked really good last year. But I love
Uh,
Malik,
okay,
and
I will say Mac Jones is probably safer. I agree with you. He's probably a safer quarterback. If that's what you if that but I don't want safe. This is fantasy. You don't win by playing it safe, bro.
and in the
I mean,
and
I
fantasy
guess you
pros,
can
you're
win
right.
it by playing it safe sometimes. I mean, I guess there is a
Yeah,
path.
everybody's right
There
in
is
the
a
middle.
path by playing it safe. True, but
Hey, the Ravens did it with great defense and safe
yeah.
everything else, but years ago. But they're two players apart. Malik is 34 and Matt Jones is 36. Matt Jones is in the next tier. The tier breaks right after Malik is right before Geno Smith. I don't know how Geno Smith is
I would
35.
have
He should be
Malik
off the
Willis
rankings.
before I would have Geno Smith.
I would. He is. I would have Malik. He's below Justin Fields though. But at this point in the thing, this is the time to buy these two guys.
Oh
These two
yeah.
guys are probably as low as they get because anytime you become a starting quarterback, immediately you go up. What would you trade as far as like draft capital? Say you do a 4 round draft. Let's say you do a 3 round draft. Most of them are three. I do fours. You do a 3 round rookie draft. What range of a pick would you give for each of these guys?
I mean, I would probably give them a second. I mean, my first second round pick. Now you can have if I got a first 1 second, like I'm like the 2-1 or whatever. I'll give that, but I don't know if I want to give a first. I think that just sounds dirty. Now, what much of a
Yeah.
difference
Yeah.
is the 112 and the 2-1? I mean, not really much of a difference.
Oh, you don't have those. You got the 112 and the
You
212
know,
generally.
but
After
if you
trades, you know.
traded it, you ended up with either one of these picks. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Does it?
Well, you sell the 112 because it looks pretty and
Yeah,
really
but I
cool.
mean,
But
there's literally zero difference. But I mean, I just feel
yeah,
dirty giving a first round pick. So I'll give you a second round pick for this guy.
I'd say there's seconds right now. I think Malik is probably a more expensive second, and Max a little later, and then they'll hit whatever happens in March. prices going up. So if you have intrigue or you have something on either of these guys, the most recent thing I was reading is Malik. I traded for him in one league because I was like, oh, he's going to be a Dolphin. But I heard a better possibility of Malik going to Pittsburgh.
Is it better? I mean, who
Pittsburgh,
knows? Is it better?
because they're a better team, yes, so a better line-ish than Miami's patchwork mess.
I mean,
And
their running game is skeptical. The running game is skeptical. They're gonna have they got a new coach, right? So the run game's skeptical. Their passing game is skeptical. I mean, is it really better?
I don't know. I want him to go to Miami. I'll let him get beat up.
If you go to Miami, you got H-Hand, right? At least, I mean, you got Jalen Waddle.
Jalen Wright.
I mean,
Gordon.
I feel like it's better offensive weapons in Miami than it is in Pittsburgh.
Problem is, it's the big guys in the front. They only got a center. But yeah, I heard Mac Jones possibly going up to Minnesota. That would intrigue me.
Yeah, that might not be a bad spot.
JJ McCarthy. You could put anybody in Minnesota at this point.
I would consider Mac Jones if he went to Minnesota.
Yeah,
I would consider Mac. I would
to,
consider Mac Jones if he goes anywhere related to the Kyle Shanahan system. So if he's
okay, well,
so Minnesota, I would like, yeah.
Minnesota. Okay. So we're getting into our quarterbacks today. I've been lazy, so I don't have any fun drops for us. Maybe I'll work on some over the summer when I don't have to teach or do anything with kids. So, but we're going to go through a couple categories here. I want to start with just a couple of guys to talk about getting excited. Then I got some guys I'm going to ask you, what would you want to do with these guys? And are these I got a couple guys. Would you buy them low, or what's the highest you would pay for these guys? Because they're pretty low at the moment, the guys I'm going to name for you. So let's get excited first. I'm going to start with your guy. I'm getting excited for him. I wasn't excited last week. And then the wheels started turning. I started reading on him. You talked about Justin Herbert. We had the Justin Herbert, Jared Goff conversation. I'm still in the golf camp because I think he's safer. But Justin Herbert getting paired up with Mike McDaniel.
Dude, you don't win by playing it. Well, I mean, you can't be.
Well, in quarterback, if you got two of them, you play it safe. With this, when you have two quarterback superflex, I always like to have one guy that I know is your Kirk Cousins. Your guy's going to flow along the guy. The other guy is the one that you want to go bonkers for you. But Justin Herbert, I mean, I'm hearing things sky to the moon for this dude with Mike McDaniels coming in doing what he did, and maybe he's that offensive crazy whack guy. And then Trevor Lawrence, another guy who went through the roof this year, went what we thought he was going to do. So with those two guys, Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, 2026, who is better of those two, and is it far apart?
I don't think it's very far. I think it could be like 6. Well, I'm not going to say it. It could be like 7, 8, or maybe like a 5, 6 in that range. But I mean, I'm still skeptical of Trevor Lawrence a little bit. I mean, he had one good season, but he's always let you down. There's got to be a little skepticism in the back of your mind that, hey, this could go south. I mean, same thing with I think the floor is kind of safe for both of these guys, but right now I'm not expecting a floor. I expect a ceiling out of both. Is that right? You want a ceiling out of both these guys, right? Or else you'll be disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the difference for me is I'm still not on the Herbert train, but I put him on trade bait. I'm getting offered peanuts. I was like, they think because he's on trade block that I want to give him away.
So
but what's Herbert? What's
your ceiling for these guys?
Ceiling would be like 5, because that's right where the non-runners go. So like 5, but that's why Trevor Lawrence could go higher, because he does have that. If he adds a little bit of his running element in there,
all right, so where
he could do a.
Where are you disappointed at if they finish? Where's the?
I think pretty much a QB2, because right now, if you're drafting them, Herbert's 9 in Dynasty and Trevor Lawrence is 13.
He's
not even a QB1. I think he's I struggle with, you got Caleb Williams right around that part, Brock Purdy. I mean, but then again, quarterback, I'm looking at quarterback 6 to 19, 20.
Are you drafting Brock Purdy, or are you going to draft Trevor Lawrence?
I'm drafting Trevor Lawrence.
Right.
You're drafting
I
Brock
don't know.
Purdy,
I don't
right?
know. No, I would.
I don't
I
like.
would
There's
probably
it's
draft Trevor Lawrence. I think the ceiling is. I think the ceiling is still more with Trevor Lawrence. But I think,
yeah. I think Brock Purdy 11. He'll
yeah,
lay there. He'll
I
stay.
think Purdy's like safe, right? Purdy's
Mhm.
safe, and I think Trevor Lawrence is like,
You don't play it
huh?
safe.
And that's
You
what I'm
don't play
saying.
it safe.
Purdy's safe, and Trevor's like, you know what? Go for a home run here. Let's see what happens.
So, what do you think the ceiling is for Lawrence and Herbert? Same
I think the
question to you.
ceiling is, I think like 3, 4, 5. I mean, I don't know if they can get
Both of
one. I
them.
mean, I guess you can get one. I don't know if they just run enough,
You
but
need
you're
to
going to have
throw
to
that Tom
throw a
Brady season.
lot. I mean, you're going to have a lot of throwing
Mm-hmm.
touchdowns. And I mean, I think it's. I mean, both of them can throw over 40 touchdowns, but I think that 4 or 5,
I mean,
4 or 5. I think
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 is Allen, May, Jackson, Daniels right now. Those are the running guys. And so you need
you're
that
right.
running
You're
element to
right.
get, or that perfect, you
Say
need that
that
Tom
4.
Brady season.
Say
You've
that
got to
4
have
again.
Allen, May, Jackson, and Daniels.
You know what? I don't.
They're the
I don't
runners.
like. I don't like Daniels there. I'm sorry.
He's coming. He's coming
That's
next. Just wait. I'm
all
talking
right.
about him
Well,
in a
we'll
moment.
wait. All right, let's go.
So yeah, he's coming up because to me, Daniels. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll talk to him in a second. But yeah, I think that it's that running area right there. So it's seeing because like Jalen Hurts is like a runner, but his passing's been putrid. So it's an interesting. Got 2 rookies from last year. One people like more. The others I think is a bargain to get right now, and that is Jackson Dart and Cam Ward. Cam Ward got a present this weekend. This week, Brian Dable is going to be the offensive coordinator for the Tennessee Titans. And we're just going to say in this scenario, they sign at least one serviceable race receiver? Because I was watching some stuff about Cam Ward, and they were showing the receivers drop the balls like no tomorrow. Didn't have a receiver over 600 yards. But let's say they sign a serviceable receiver to go with, like a weapon or two to go with him. So let's say on that, because Jackson Dart has better. Where do you see those guys? What's the like? Dart is 10, Ward is 21.
Say that again.
What's their ceiling? Dart is 10
Really?
Dynasty, and Ward is 21.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't think that.
Quarterback's that good.
So
I mean, you're looking
how
above
about
him.
I'll tell you this.
Herbert.
I would much prefer Cam at 21 than Dart at 10.
Ooh. I thought you thought he was too high.
I would rather have Cam Ward at picking. If I could get Cam Ward at 21, I wouldn't pick Jackson Dart at 10. I'm sorry.
So you're a little worried about Dart and what happens?
I'm not all in. I mean, I feel like putting him 10 means you're all in on him, right? Like, I'm not all in on him. I mean, I think Cam Ward could be just as good as Jackson Dart.
I think Cam Ward, if you can buy low on a guy,
Like I said,
Cam Ward after Sam Darnold.
Tennessee's got to get their head out of their butt and get some players. They need weapons. They need the.
They got
That's what I'm
money,
saying.
so hopefully someone's willing to come.
You got to put weapons around these guys. And I think you got to. And I think they'll do their best. I think they'll go out and buy some weapons. Will it be the right weapons? I don't know. Who knows? But I think Cam Ward is good enough. Like if he can make a weapon good, better than what maybe they. I like Cam Ward better than Jackson Dart.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I was starting to grow. I was reading some Cam Ward stuff, and I'm getting ready to start putting some feelers out, see what I can do for some Cam Ward shares. I've got one, but he's on a team that has just too many good players, so that's starting to work. Okay, here's some guys. What do we do with these guys? Are they trades? Are they holds? Do we sell them because they might be too low to? Do we hold them because they might be too low to sell? Or what do we do with these guys? Because Dynasty offseason is about trading. It's about fixing up your squad. It's about going, man, I got, like on my one squad, I had way too many okay receivers, and I got to fill in a lot of other holes. So you got to figure out who you're going to move. I'm going to give you, let's give you a couple young quarterbacks first. We're looking at Jaden Daniels, Jordan Love, like two different kind of quarterbacks, but in the similar kind of thing. Both of them you're worried about injuries. Jaden Daniels came out, looked like he was the greatest thing since sliced bread, and then last year was injury prone. Jordan Love watched for a couple of years, looked really good, and then he's been injured. So the injury is the theme here. Jaden Daniels currently 4. Jordan Love is way the heck down here somewhere. I just lost him. I'll find him while
Okay,
you tell me
so
how you feel. Jordan Love is 14. 4
so
and 14.
Jordan Love, I'm the old saying goes, it is what I mean. He is what he is. Right? I think Jordan Love is that. I think he's some random like mid tier QB2. 16, 17, 19. Maybe if he had a good season, he finishes like 13 or 12. Something like that.
I mean, he does have a QB. What was he
Yeah,
for that one? I mean, look it up.
outside of that, it's been dreadful, right? I'm not. I can't bank on one good season when you've been in the league for a long time. I know
QB five.
he
QB
sat
five.
for a while, okay, but I'm not bad. I'm not bad at it. I think he's just a random QB2 the rest of his career, with maybe the possibility of another outlier season, right? But then he falls back to QB 16. And then
What
Jaden
about?
Daniels,
Yeah.
I don't know. So hold on. Is it crazy to say that I would prefer Bo Nix over Jaden Daniels?
It makes me happy, but for you, it's crazy.
I mean, I think I would prefer Bo. So I'm playing. I think I'm going to play it safe here. I think, but I would prefer Bo Nix over Jaden Daniels. I'm just crazy.
Would you? So if you would move Jaden Daniels to get Bo Nix if you
I
had
could
him?
probably get Bo Nix plus.
I mean, you'd probably
Yeah,
get
so
some
I could get
pieces. You
I
wouldn't
could
get a
get
lot.
Bo Nix plus for Jaden Daniels, right? Plus something.
I would
Yeah,
assume.
I think I would do
Yeah, I
that.
would assume you get.
I'd be
I
like,
mean, I
here.
don't think you
I would
get
go
a
to it.
ton, but you get something.
I I would go to a Commanders fan and be like, look, I'll give you Jay Daniels if you give me Bo Nix and maybe like a running back, right? Like maybe a small,
But
like a
yeah,
lower tier running back or something. Maybe
scat back.
yeah. So like maybe somebody I think that could be good. But I think Bo Nix is going to
Well, Kenny
be
Gainwell.
top 8, right?
He's 12 dynasty. I think I like
think
Bo
Bo-
Nix at 8. Like I haven't looked at my next
I
year
think Bo
stats
Nix.
because Caleb Williams is always the outlier for me.
I pick Caleb Williams over both these guys. So is
Yeah,
Jaden
he's
Daniels
8 right now. Like
Jaden Daniels is above Caleb Williams and Drake May?
so the top 8. Yeah,
No way.
no Drake.
Oh yeah,
It's
May
top
was
tier.
May was
Tier 1
2 or something.
is Allen
May
and
was
May.
2.
Allen and
Okay,
May
yeah,
are
yeah.
1, 2. I haven't done my
I would
rankings
pick
yet. I'll do them
Caleb Williams
in
over
a little
Jaden
bit.
Daniels every day.
Okay, what about so it's Lamar, Daniels, Burrow, Mahomes, Hurts, and Williams.
So you know what? To be completely honest, I think I may pick Caleb Williams over Lamar Jackson.
I'm not going now. I'm not that crazy.
At this point, I'm not. I'm scared of Lamar Jackson.
I think there's going to be a.
I think I could be trying to get
I think next year is the last year I'll be a truther for Jackson.
I think I'm going to try to get out a year early and be like, you know what? I'm going to dip out on Lamar Jackson now. Maybe get like somebody younger that I think could be better.
Yeah. Let's go with the guys a little bit down in there. All in. Well, one's a little lower. We'll go with these two guys. They're together. Baker Mayfield, C.J. Stroud, 16 and 17. Right now, the funk on C.J. Stroud is that last game. He looked like he was going to be a solid passer coming into the league, but he's been kind of poo ever since, or mediocre to poo. Baker looked like poo last year after his final resurgence. They're in tier 4 with like Dak. They have Mendoza in there, Golf. Oh, Darnold's in here. Who's the other guy? Sam Darnold, who really he dwindled and didn't look great in the playoffs. Kenny Walker won them the Super Bowl. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, but Sam
Which one-
Darnold got
how do you-
Sam
what
Darnold
about those
got him
three?
there. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but you look at Drake May. Drake May, Sam Darnold might have been better in the playoffs than
Oh,
Drake
it's
May.
definitely
Let's be
better.
honest here, too.
That don't take much.
They were both bad.
That don't take much.
Yeah, they were pretty bad. So Baker, Stroud, Darnold, how you feeling about those guys moving forward?
Stroud, I think I think I might be trying to trade Stroud. I'm not quite where I thought he would be. So maybe if I could upgrade to another quarterback, give him Stroud and maybe my first and then, another first, maybe try to go big. What would it take to get somebody like
Stroud, it's super flex. Stroud and a first gets
how
you
far
like
would
Mahomes probably.
you think so? You think people
I mean,
would be
depends-
that high on CJ Stroud to trade?
I mean, Stroud's only quarterback 17. He's young. He's 24. and you're giving up a first. First, right now, if you are a team, anybody's doing Dynasty right now, your picks right now are worth more than they will be worth the
So
rest of the year. As you get closer to
so I
draft
don't
day,
want so if I came to you and was like I like so like say I like Bo Nix, I gave you CJ Stroud in the first for Bo Nix.
I love Bo Nix, but I think most people would do that. Yeah, depends on your first, probably mid to higher first. Yeah,
Well, I got.
but I mean they're 2 years apart. I don't. I think Stroud can turn it around. He's
What about
24,
Justin
so I think he
Herbert?
can turn it around.
I think Stroud in the first
Uh,
for Justin Herbert too. You need
no, I wouldn't do that.
you say you would rather. I think
I
I
wouldn't
would
do that.
rather have. I think I would give up a first to get Justin Herbert.
Oh, would I
Yeah.
do Stroud in the first for Herbert? Yeah, probably. Would I do Stroud in the first for Knicks? Probably for both those guys. I'd do that just to get off of what the stink that's there, and then it's gonna come back.
Say
to
you would prefer CJ having CJ Stroud to Bo Nix like on your team. That's what I'm saying.
And plus the 2026
Like,
draft. Start looking,
you
everybody.
don't. You
It's
really
not pretty
don't want.
unless you have the
You really
1-1.
don't want CJ Stroud. I think the stink is really bad. So I think it's going to take quite a bit to kind of upgrade to a top tier QB, right?
What about your boy Sammy D?
I mean, I like Sam Darnold. I think Sam Darnold's going to be right there where he's at.
But did you watch Sam Darnold throughout the last part?
Sure. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say Sam Darnold. I would prefer Sam Darnold over CJ Stroud.
Well, here's the question: Sam Darnold from week 10 through week 18. Okay, quarterback 26, 25, 11, 34, 28, 8, 29, 25. So that's not good. CJ Stroud the last part of the year so I guess it was week 10. Hurt. 26, 18, 8, 24, 17, 12. So he's just barely above Darnold. So it's both pretty garbage.
Yeah. I would probably prefer.
I'd rather have Stroud because I'd take
I would
the
probably,
yeah.
I would probably have Stroud over Darnold. Maybe that's, but I like Darnold better than I do Stroud. Is that making sense?
But Darnold has JSN. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here's 3 guys, and then we're going to go to your rookies. These are 3 guys that suck, or they haven't played, or you got them. Somebody has them. If I have one of the guys on all my teams, so you know who that is. They're going to have new locations. They might get second chances. Well, one guy's going to be on the team starting. The other 2 are going to have. Let's just do one guy. JJ McCarthy first. Is he a buy low? Are you willing to give up anything for him? And what would you give up for him?
I don't know if I'd give anything. I'm kind of scared. I mean, I might throw maybe a
fourth.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really.
I don't know if I'd give a second.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really want JJ.
Then you got him.
I don't really want JJ McCarthy at the moment, right? So I don't know what I could do with that.
Yeah. Because once you trade for him, he's on your team, and you're kind of stuck. That's the whole problem with JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, so I'm not really.
Okay, these 2 guys.
I'm not really sure I want him.
So we got Anthony Richardson, came in as, the 5th, 4th pick of the draft. Did not look great. Inaccurate as all garbo. But what they said from Indianapolis from the get-go is that he needed reps. Duh. So why did you get a guy that you think needed to play minor league football? Because he didn't play a lot in college. He was going to get the reps, then he got hurt. He was in, Daniel Jones beat him out. So he's not going to be a Colt, give or take. Tua came in, had that really good season with McDaniels. He's got some talent there, and he showed it for that one season. They're both going to be somewhere else at some point. You got like the 3.12, the 3.83. Like, are you buying low on either of those guys? These are guys you're not planning. You're already set at quarterback. You've got that roster spot. If you had to pick one of those 2 guys, who would you be adding to your?
I have to pause this a second. I don't know what is going on here.
So these 2 guys that we're going to talk about now are guys that, well, one I know you don't like, one that we probably don't have on our teams, guys that are going to be on different teams for one reason or another. The main reason is they suck. But they have had a rough start at it. they have shown that maybe there's something there, and we're going to look at with JJ McCarthy. We said we won't pay for him, but what would we pay, or what are you willing to pay? And this is assuming you've got a QB1, a QB2, and a super flex, and you're throwing a dart, and you're going to throw this guy at the bottom of your bench. We're looking at Anthony Richardson, drafted very high. It was 4 or 5, something like that, with the Indianapolis Colts. Had very little college experience. The Colts said, "Hey, this guy just needs more reps." So he needs minor league football, apparently. Put him in the UFL. I don't know, but he didn't get the reps because he got hurt because of his crazy running style and the Colts being terrible. And then Daniel Jones came in and played well. And so he took the spot from him. And then you got Tua, who great college resume, had the terrible injuries have been a problem for both these guys, actually. Got hit in the head a bunch of times, had that really, really good season at McDaniels. Like, that was a stellar season for any quarterback to ever have. It's probably going to be his career year, but oh, how the mighty have fallen. McDaniels' system got figured out. McDaniels is gone. Tua looked like total garbage last year. Going to be on a different team, and the Dolphins are going to eat like $99 million or something stupid to get just to not have him play on their team. How bad do you got to be? But those two guys, if you had to take one to put on the end of your bench, what would you give up to put that guy on the end of your bench? And you don't want either of them, I know that. But if you're looking at these guys are total dart throwers. Like, if Anthony Richardson hits somewhere with his running ability, he's Lamar Jackson, like a Timu Lamar Jackson with a little upside. Tua, if he becomes a pocket passer, he can throw for 4,500 yards. He could be a Kirk Cousins type player if he can stay healthy. Like, just a consistent, nothing great, but nothing terrible would be the ceiling, I think.
Yeah, well, to say I'd rather not have either one of these guys. Who I would prefer. I don't think. I don't know if I would prefer one over. I don't know if I would prefer one over the other. Tua may play. Anthony Richardson's never plays. I think a random third. I'd be, I'd give you a third for. I'm not good because I would give a second for Malik Willis and Mac Jones, right? But I think they're way beyond that. I'd be maybe a random third because I don't want to draft somebody in the third. Would you take a third for either one of those guys?
Probably Tua over Richardson because I think he'll get a chance to play again. Like, next year, I don't know if he's going to play, but at least he's got a chance to play. Richardson would take like a fourth. I'd need a league that has 4 rounds. I'd give up a fourth because that's just that's a pile of poo. So you're drafting way beyond poo. You might as well see if you can get Richardson through that one. That would probably that guy. So I'd give a little more for Tua. I think the Dolphins should just keep him, see if they can fix him, but I think they're done with him because I just don't understand, throwing away $99 million. I mean, they want the Manning kid, I guess, tank for Arch's boy, but we'll see how that pans out.
I mean, new people come in. You don't want to deal with other people's crap. So, I mean, let's just start over, right? Denver did it.
It's a heck of a but this is worse. This is a ton worse, and they're not in the place to be able to do it too. So I mean,
you got to do it. Yeah, you got to make changes, man. You got to take chances.
Yeah, this is a big kick in the gut. So okay, so JJ Wang, we're ready for your college football expertise as we look at quarterbacks of the future, college quarterbacks, and what we think about them heading into the season.
Yeah, so we'll just go through the kind of the tiers of quarterback, and we'll kind of relate them to where you would expect to like draft these guys, in your rookie drafts. We'll say it's clearly to quarterback draft where they're more important. So obviously the first guy's Fernando Mendoza, right? I mean, clearly in a league of his own as far as this draft goes, so he'll be taken number 1 overall. Prospectively, right? Most likely, or I think really high. He'll go really high. Let's just say
quarterback off the board.
Yeah, he'll go high.
I'm hearing Love beats him out for 1.
I mean, I'm kind of sketchy on Fernando, but are you taking him first or second in your draft? Right? If he goes that high,
is he falling into that spot where you have to? I mean, realistically, the draft, the more and more I'm looking, some landing spots are going to change all of this. They're going to make this amazing right now. Like, there's a bunch of good receivers. George, you're taking Love first.
I mean, maybe.
Supposedly it's kind of like what he did. I think it was the Bijan year. Wasn't it Bijan in Superflex? He was going 1 before everybody else. Paid off. But Mendoza has 2 things. 1, he's going to the Raiders. And 2, he's going to the Raiders. So that scares the living crap out. The only thing worse would be if he went to the Jets. So I want him to be good. I like the kid. He seems like he seems like a good kid. He's 6'5", so he's
Yeah.
big. He played really well last year. Showed he knows the game. I mean, he took a no name, stupid team, Indiana football. What the heck is this? And took him to the top. So
It's true.
is this going to be a Tom Brady Belichick thing? Are we going to find out? Is it the coach or the quarterback?
I mean, I feel like your quarterback room has to be really strong not to take Mendoza at 1. Correct?
Oh yeah, your draft. He's the thing. Your draft. I think too. I really do. I think because you is leaving away everything. Love is saying generational talent again. So
Sure. I mean, I don't like to generate.
I know, but
There's
that's what's
somebody
popping.
there's somebody generational every year. I mean, fine, but so if if you need a quarterback, you're still taking Love over Mendoza.
I would be throwing around a lot of stuff to not take Love. Yeah, I mean, to not take
Huh?
Mendoza. Yeah,
All right.
I would see what I can do to not.
Yeah, I mean, if I had 2 quarterbacks, I would take Love. Sure.
Yeah,
But I mean,
but
if I had one quarterback and I was rolling with Geno Smith last year as my number 2, and that was my best option, and my options probably haven't changed since the end of the season, I'd probably have to consider looking at Mendoza for he's a quarterback.
if you want Mendoza, I would play around, and if you need a quarterback, take that 1-1, shop it. Because I'm not that super high on Mendoza. I want him to be good, but find somebody who really wants a running back for that 1-1. You could probably get a quarterback and a pick, like a first round pick this year, a little bit farther down, so get one of the receivers, get a quarterback from them, maybe like a mid tier guy, so maybe a Baker or somebody like that on your team, and then maybe a second or third. But you know what I mean. But you're having Baker, who you know what he could do. You have Mendoza, who he could be, Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Mendoza could also be Richardson. So it's the unknown versus
Sure. I get it.
Baker.
But
Baker 16. I think Baker bounces back, but
that's because you're a Baker fan.
I am a Baker fan. Okay, okay.
All right.
Mendoza, they're right there in the same range too.
Okay.
Baker 16, Mendoza's 18.
Okay. Yeah, I would prefer Mendoza, but I see what you're saying. All right. So then the only other guy that may be considered for the first round is Ty Simpson out of Alabama. I played one season. Well, he didn't play one season. He had started one season at Alabama. Had a pretty good season. But I mean, it wasn't the Alabama of old. They don't have all the weapons they used to have in the past. So you take that for a grain of salt. How many Alabama quarterbacks have truly been successful? I mean, go back into the history of the franchise, not a whole lot. So I mean, you got to take that in risk. Do you think Simpson gets drafted in the first round of the NFL draft?
I do.
So does that make him a first round fantasy pick?
In Superflex, yeah, quarter you draft. It's the same thing. Like you're just saying, Mendoza's there, you gotta draft him. He's there. I think he might fall a little farther than a quarterback. Like Superflex, if you watch a Superflex draft, it's QB, Bijan, Gibbs, QB, or it's receiver, QB. It's like it'd be QB, JSN, Jamar Chase, whatever order, and then QB. Same thing with rookie drafts. If you're a QB and it's a first rounder, you've got a QB for generally 5 years. Like they gave Bryce Young a fifth year. So that means you got a starter at least in place. All signs at the moment are pointing towards Pittsburgh having a lot of interest in him, but there's always that quarterback. He throws well at the combine. He sneaks up. All of a sudden, he's a top 8 quarterback. I mean, Nix wasn't supposed to go really super duper. Like people liked him, but then he had that stink, and then there was just like a quarterback. It's like, hey, we all need a quarterback. Let's grab one, and it worked out really well. But
at least Nix was starting for a good period of his career. So
yeah, the 1 year thing always scares me.
I would be scared of Simpson. I don't think I would spend. I don't think I would pass on Mendoza to draft Simpson late to fix my problem. Right? Would you do that?
I would strongly consider if you're telling me that I trade away my Mendoza pick 1-1, 1-2.
Yeah,
I move down about 4 spots. I get Baker and a second, and then I walk away with a rookie quarterback, Baker and a second. I might. Because you know as much about Simpson as we do about, and look at all the early first number 1 pick quarterbacks that have. I mean,
Yep.
you're looking at Bryce Young. You're looking at we like Cam Ward. I'm digging Bryce. He's looking better. But you're looking at those guys that have went 1. Baker took 8 years. You know, but you
I
look at the
get
guys that went after
yeah.
them, the guys that went next. Drake May. You know, he wasn't the first quarterback drafted. I didn't like him. I was wrong.
But I
So
can't compare Ty Simpson to Drake May, though, right? We can't do that.
can't yet. I thought
I
Drake May
mean,
was
I
crap.
don't.
Ty Simpson.
Well, I didn't think Drake May was crap, and no, I don't think anybody. I mean, obviously, not a lot of people in the NFL thought he was crap because he was drafted third, right? Simpson.
So was Mitch Trubisky. He was drafted 4th.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
You know what I mean? But it's
But
hard. Like you got to take your shot. So somebody's going to take him.
But
before.
yeah,
So skip
but
top
the
10.
fact that you were going to compare Simpson to Drake May in any form hurt my feelings because
I know.
they're not close. I mean, this is a different conversation that we're having with that.
Yeah, but
So
I do think it's
okay.
But I mean, you're looking. Let's look at the top. See Pittsburgh's at. This isn't right. Yeah, Pittsburgh's down. Pittsburgh's at 21. But so let's look.
I think Ty
Vegas,
Simpson could be there at 21.
you don't think the Jets wouldn't take a gamble at 2?
At what?
I mean, this is a quarterback-driven league. You're
Take
looking at. I mean, Mac Jones flew up. Mac Jones was supposed to be a second-round pick. He ended up being 12-9, somewhere in there.
Say the Jets at 2.
The Jets are at 2. The Cardinals are at 3. The Browns are at 6. Let's look. Miami at 11. The Rams might pull a Penix at 13 and let Stafford play a year and grow him. You got the Jets. What about the Jets at 16? Well, the Jets at 16.
Jets at 16, I can understand. I can see that. But I don't see Simpson as like a top 10 guy.
You think he gets past? Miami has too many holes. They won't take.
Maybe I completed, but I think 16. I think the Jets take somebody good at 2, and then maybe take a chance at Simpson at 16. I can see something like that happening.
Yeah. I mean, Mac Jones went 15th. Okay, that was right. So it's 15th he went, and he was supposed to be like way back there.
Okay, I could compare Ty Simpson and Mac Jones. Now we're talking
Alabama. We're going around
15. Now we can talk comparisons. All right, I can see that kind of happening.
Because I mean, if not, he'll go 21 to Pittsburgh.
All right,
that's pretty.
So the next couple of guys probably don't go. Well, obviously don't go in the first round. We're probably low second, third, maybe. Like Carson Beck, really good, solid college career. Started for Georgia, put up some good numbers. Went to Miami, put up some good numbers. Took Miami to the national championship. 6'4", 6'5", so he's a big quarterback. Then we got Garrett Nussmeier out of LSU. Had a big junior season. Completely fell off last season. People were expecting big things from this guy. Thought he played 9 games, got benched, didn't play for the rest of the season, and he didn't even play well when he was in there. So completely understand the benching. Drew Aller's another guy, big guy, played for Penn State. He was expected big things in this senior season too. He had a bad ankle injury around week 6. So that kind of threw his. I mean, we're talking first round potential coming into the season. The same with Nussmeier, and now we're talking like second, third round type guys. So, I mean, any interest in what? So, according to their like NFL career, who would you be safe, or their college career, who would you be safer to like draft? I mean, they're all pretty much the same, I think. Look, Carson Beck is Beck
played for teams that won and pro systems,
and he's a big guy. I mean, he's 6'5", he's 6'4", 6'5".
6'4". Yeah, the other guys are lower 6s. I mean, Drew, the kid from Penn State's
pretty big. Aller's pretty big.
I mean, I would, if I had to pick, I would pick Beck.
Beck, right? Yeah.
I mean, and it might be because he's see him getting linked to Miami in like the third round because he's played in the system. I mean, he played for Georgia.
Yeah.
He played this year for Miami, and he didn't look terrible. So he could be a serviceable quarterback. He could be, because to win the Super Bowl, you don't need Josh Allen, obviously.
Yeah.
To win the Super Bowl, you need Sam Darnold, and I think Carson Beck could be Sam Darnold.
Well,
So,
yeah. I mean, I feel like
Trent Dilfer,
Carson.
Brad Johnson, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
So
Yeah.
I think the experience without seeing. I mean, it's funny that I use a site called NFLDraftBuzz.com to get some of my information, and Nussmeier, the kid from LSU, is third. Beck is fourth, and then
Yeah.
they threw in the Clemson kid,
Klubnik. Yeah,
Klubnik right there,
he had
right
a really
above Aller.
Klubnik had a really really good junior season. Kind of fell off a little bit in the this past season. So I would put him at the bottom of that list. Think the potential for Aller is a little more. Nussmeier, I don't know if I can roll with Nussmeier.
Kid, I want to watch. I'm just sorting by stats. Taylon Green.
Yeah, I was
from
going to mention him
Arkansas.
in a second. We'll get to him right now. So Taylor Green out of Arkansas,
Huge.
6'6", 225. He can run. Played at
4'4",
Bowling.
40.
Yeah, so he played at Bowling Green for a while. Transferred to Arkansas. Played okay over the last 2 seasons. I mean, it's Arkansas, so how good can you really play? But yeah,
So
I'd be kind of interested in this kid. I think I'd probably rather take a chance with Taylor Green over Garrett Nussmeier, right? Would you take Green over
Just-
Nussmeier?
Yes, at this point I would. Like, I think for some of these guys, for me, it depends where they land, but I love seeing that. You got a big guy that can run.
Yeah.
So let's see weight on this kid. How much?
He's
does he weigh?
225, like
Yeah,
225.
dude, perfect. So
Yeah.
that seems spectacular. So he's built
Yeah, right.
solid. He's not going to be like. Although I think Jaden Daniels is what 220 or 250.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's about the same. He's about the same play style as Jaden Daniels.
But that would intrigue me to have that kind of. So I could totally see this kid being drafted by Baltimore, like what they want to do with Shador last year. So I think that's what's going to stink, like Baltimore, because you want to. It seems foolish, like the teams do it. If you have a star guy you're paying, you want your backup to run the same kind of system. If you're Baltimore and you have Lamar, you don't want Joe Flacco as your backup because you're changing everything. So that's what I could see happening to him. That's my prediction right now. Is what I'm recording this on the 22nd of February. Jalen Green ends up playing for the Baltimore Ravens,
I mean, it's
which means I'll have him because I got Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. So I mean, he's very interesting player, but I think there's a high chance of a bust chance there. So I mean, it's really a boomer bust situation you got going on there. And then the last guy that I want to bring up, is I don't want to say Trey Lance vibes, but North Dakota State is Cole Payton. All right, so he's 6'3", 230. I think he's 6'3", 233-ish, 230-ish. All right, so right around that area. Of course, went to North Dakota State, so we know the team's going to be good. He can run the ball. I mean, he can pass okay. I mean, I'm not going to say he's great. Would this type of player interest you, or are you just kind of like, I'm not interested?
I've got one team where we do the auction draft, that if there's a quarterback that he gets drafted, there's a good chance I'm going to throw some money on him. Because right now I'm rolling with Lamar and Tua and Shador and Kirk Cousins. So I'm in trouble. So I'll throw $1 on him, but I wouldn't, I don't think.
So, I mean, he's got the same, it's pretty much the same kind of player as Taylor Green. Pretty much the exact, he's
littler, he's got 3 inches.
Well, I didn't say they were the same size. That's not what I said. I said the same kind of player. They throw the ball and they can both run. I mean, both of these are very athletic quarterbacks. Like Jackson Dardish, that kind of player. So you would prefer Taylor Green over Cole Payton?
In February, yes.
I think I would probably roll the other. I would probably prefer Cole Payton over Taylor Green.
I take SEC gameplay. I think that's a big thing for me as well. Funny thing here, the Kansas quarterback, Jalen Daniels, how many people are going to draft him this year? You always see those drafts with the guys that drafted Brian Robinson in the first round. Jalen Daniels, quarterback 1. Crap.
Well, if you've scaled your way down, well, I guess if you search it, he'll come in as like the number 2 option.
You just type in Daniels and push submit,
Yeah.
and you're like,
Well, you
boom,
better
I
be.
got it.
Well, you should be doing that anyway. That could be very dangerous. Like you better pay a little bit more attention to that. Yeah. So we'll talk about some other quarterbacks when we come closer. But I think at this point, those are the kind of the guys that you are looking to be drafting in your
Yeah.
drafts.
Yeah, if they're there and you have bench spots, throw them on there. You never know who's going to be the next Russell Wilson, or I mean, Russell Wilson was not supposed to be um,
Oh,
playing
there's a
that year.
lot. There's a lot of guys that you can
So
go back
yeah,
and look at.
so there we go. That's quarterbacks for the day. Next week we're going to have some fun with some running backs. Uh, JJ Wang, is your closing tidbit about a memorial, or should I pull that up real quick?
It's not, but you go ahead. You go ahead and do
Hey,
that.
quick, just thoughts and prayers. Rondell Moore, promising young kid down. He's in Minnesota now. Started out in Arizona. I remember having some shares of him, a good slot receiver, and gone too soon. Makes you think life is precious, but to just take care of yourself. And if you need
It
help, make
sucks,
sure you
man.
get help. There's lots of suicide hotlines, and so forth. Just call out and talk to people.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like I said, you just never know what's going on with people. So yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy.
shout out to Ron Moore.
His
But
family.
I'm going to go a different route here. So I heard earlier in the week that Mercedes Monet, she's a wrestler for AEW, female wrestler, of course. She is charging $99.99 to join like a text service where you can text this Mercedes Monet and have conversation with her, right? So I'm just wondering, is there anybody in this world that you would pay $99 a month to talk to on a regular basis? Just chatting with.
There's nobody, because I'm cheap as all dirt.
All
But let's
right.
say I had
So
$100
not
to blow. There
so
would be
let's say
somebody.
so you got $9.99 a month. Who are you paying $9.99 a month to talk to?
It's got to be someone fun, though, right? Like, wouldn't it be fun to have like Ryan Reynolds or Chris Pratt on the other line? Those would be the guy. It'd probably be Chris Pratt on the other line, because we could talk like everything that I do with life. Because we would hit the face side, we could hit the funny comic side, the
So if
goofball
you're
goofer side.
so
It'd be
you're
probably Chris
paying
Pratt.
all right, so you're
If I have
paying
to,
that.
I'm paying
Okay, hold on,
nobody.
hold on. All right, so you're paying $9.99. How much conversation should you expect for $9.99?
It's totally you're typing into a chat bot from Mercedes Monet.
Absolutely,
That's
100%.
it. Hey, I'm texting Chat GPT. Hey,
I'm being,
holla. That's
I
just
mean,
Monet.
I'm being sarcastic on all this because I think it's the stupidest thing people can pay. It's one of the stupidest things people can pay. I mean, people pay for a lot of stuff, but I think this is just stupid. Good for her for having people pay it. I mean, kudos. I mean, if you
Fun
get some,
fact: she's
you
Snoop
get,
Dogg's cousin.
oh yeah, fun fact, cool. I'm still not paying $99 for that fun fact, but yeah, I guess if she can get to pay for it, sure. But I think
If
people
they
gotta
prove it's not a bot, if you can find some way to evidence that, it adds a little bit to it. But in these day and age, how is it not like
can't trust
like
anything.
I'm
Right?
looking at the website right now. It's ridiculous. Like it's claiming it's from her, but how can you prove it's not a bot? Like
Absolutely. I agree. Like I said, I would pay. I don't think I'm really paying anything for anybody. It's out of control. But yeah. So as always, trust yourself and trust the process.